That's dope, man. And then like I can't skip over this. You say you're the oldest.
Yeah, I'm the
So,
oldest.
what was it like for you being the oldest in the household,
Mhm.
and then also like the first child? So once again, I liked and I understand that you said your bonus mom, your mom,
Mhm.
always accepted you, but obviously
Right.
I have a biological mother,
Mhm.
So what was that like in the household for you, being the oldest, but also kind of? I'm not saying you was an outcast, but
Mhm.
on paper it's like, well,
Right.
this ain't really, my mom.
It was cool. It really was like it really wasn't. I never felt like a difference
Got you.
between me and my brother. When Sheldon came, it still felt like I just got a little brother. It wasn't like this is my first child and I'm gonna treat him
Got
like,
you.
you know what I'm saying? I never felt no difference. It's still like I was the first child, I was the oldest and everything. So growing up was still just cool. Everything was just ran real copacetic, real smooth and
How much older in age are y'all? Like, I mean,
um 8 years.
oh wow, that was a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
Jesus. So
Thank
they
you.
had you, and in 8 years he
No,
had
hold
more.
on. Boy,
All right, now you
gotta get my math
40,
right.
Sheldon. You know what I'm saying? I carried it too. You
No,
know what I'm saying?
7 years. 7, yeah.
Clap it up for Glenn Hills, man. He want to clap it for Glenn.
Yeah.
All right, no, okay, and I asked that question because I know I said the oldest, but I get it now. So you have been around for a minute doing your own thing.
Yeah.
So now you just like it's addition to the family now.
Correct.
So I'm been here, y'all.
Yeah, definitely.
Welcome to the
Yeah.
family, y'all.
Correct.
I got you.
Exactly.
So like being young, what was it like? Was you ever go visit your mom ever and come
Yeah,
back?
definitely. I went and stayed with my mom for like a couple of times. You know how you want to be a bad child and be like, I don't want to stay here no more. I want to stay at my mama. I don't want to live here no more. And then it was kind of like I go stay at mama and I'm like,
This
nah,
ain't it.
this ain't it. I got my brothers here. I'm used to being it's me by myself,
Yeah,
getting what I want, doing what I want. And now I got to go over here
yeah.
and share things with two because me and my other brothers, all us 3 years apart.
Mm,
So it's kind of like go over here. It's like, okay, nah, I want to go back home. I want to go back home. But me and my mama are really, really, we close also.
okay.
Like that's my dog. Me and her relationship just got better. You know what I'm saying? Like within these last 10 years, you know what I'm saying? We getting closer and closer.
There's something about that 40-year-old mark. I feel like you just bond with everybody
Yeah,
now.
definitely. Yeah, and bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like sometimes I be waking up and I be like, let me just make amends with this. Let me just doggone get all this together. Now I be getting to say my prayers. I be like, Lord, I'm making amends with everybody. You ain't trying to take me out here. But for real, like it's just something about having just that peace in your life now, bro. Like just knowing like you can just go to bed every night and everything is just clear. Your
Yeah,
mind is clear, your heart is clear, your soul is clear. It's just like you just got everything done.
that's dope.
Yeah.
Like I know you say your relationship is getting good now. Like coming up, like the good thing is having a good environment you were living in, having a good
Mhm.
home, having your own there. Did that ever play a thought in your mind, like like you asking why I couldn't be over here, like because I think sometimes we see it the other opposite. You'll see
Yeah.
kids go with their dad for the summertime.
Mhm.
Kids go with their dad here and there.
Right.
Not the opposite way around. So like with
Right.
you, it'd be opposite around. I just wonder like what was some thoughts going through your mind, even at an early age or young age or teenage age?
It was always like it definitely was always a thought like, dang, why I'm not staying with my mama? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why? And it was more so, I used to battle with it, but then once I had those conversations and I got the understanding of, you know what I'm saying, everybody matures at different stages and
Mm,
different ages. So at that time, my mama wasn't ready to be a mom. And then you don't understand it as a child, but as an adult, and you actually experience life and you see life, and it's kind of like, okay, I understand why she
yeah.
said, "Hey, I can't do this, but can you do it?" You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I have so much respect for my mom now because it could have been to neither one of them said, "I can't do this," and I would have been with somebody else and not know who
Yeah.
my mother
Yeah.
or father were. You know what I'm saying? So just the fact that she was able just to say, "You know what? I can't do this right now, but I'm gonna come back." And get my son, you know what I'm saying? But at that point, I'm pretty sure my stepmom and dad was like, okay, well, we got it.
Yeah, we
You know what I'm
got it now,
saying? We
yeah.
got it
This
now.
is the norm now,
Yeah,
like
this is the norm. You know what I'm saying? So That's why I know my mama. I'm pretty sure it's been plenty of times. She probably was like, all right, I'll get my son now. But it was the norm for me
Yeah.
to be with my stepmom and my dad. So at that time, it was just kind of like, it was a rebuttal within me, but I was young. I didn't know any better. But as I
Yeah.
got older, I was able to understand. And like I said, have those conversations. And now it's kind of like, okay, I respect that. And I love you even more for that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That you was able to not be selfish
That's what
and
I was
think
gonna
about
say.
yourself and
Like the
say, you know
pride.
what? Yeah,
Putting that pride aside and be like,
correct.
I can't do it right now.
Correct.
You can have that right now. You
Correct.
know what I'm saying?
Yes. And I
When I get
love
right, I'll
that.
come back.
Correct.
Because you got some people, and I'm sure like you have friends, and I'm
Mhm.
not saying I know you have it, but
Right, right.
we go through friendships, and people who have kids, and you're like, you don't need to be doing that. You're not
Correct.
ready for that, and you're not judging them. It's just like I'm looking at
Definitely.
life and what you're going through, and I think, and I love children, but I think you having that child is hindering a lot of things you're trying to
Correct.
do, and you can't do everything with having that child.
Correct.
As opposed to maybe you have a man that you
Mhm.
had a kid with, and they are stable. They in an
Correct.
environment, or they in a position or stage, like you said early in life,
Mhm.
where they can handle that. So
Mhm.
go ahead and handle that, and
Correct.
then when I get right, we'll
Then
figure
we're
things
gonna
out
get
from there.
correct.
So I think that's dope. That's
Yes,
real dope. It's real
definitely,
dope.
definitely. And like I said, as I'm older now, you understand it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You understand this like, and I just look, and then I look at how far my mama has come too from all the things that she's been through. You know what I'm saying? Now my
yeah.
mama has a whole doctorate in front of
Yo,
her name. You know what I'm
clap it
saying?
up for
Yes.
mom, man. Clap
Dr.
it up for
Cranford,
mom.
yeah, Dr. Calvin Cranford Johnson. And then she owns a funeral home in Hartsville, South Carolina. Like she has so many accomplishments that she's done. So it's like all I can do is look and smile and be like, dang, you
That's
did
dope.
that. Yeah.
That is dope. All right, man. Look, what was you like in middle school, high school? Now you said Morgan Road. So you did the pipeline, Morgan Road to Glen Hills.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna skip past that now. Like, what
Right.
was that like? What was Mo? What was Mo like?
Everybody that knows me will always tell you, like, man, Moses has been the same since middle school. Like elementary, it's just always been like the life of the party per se. You know what I'm saying? I always
Yeah.
been like, tell it how it is, Moses. I always been um just like, okay, there go Moses. We know we
Just
can have a good time. We know we might get in trouble, but it's gonna be worth it.
what kind of student
We'll,
were you? Like, did you play around? What was you like about your schoolwork? Like nerdy, or was you
Man,
just like
I played around a
school was
lot.
fun? School was a
Yeah,
party place
school
for
was a
me.
party place. Yeah, school was like a party place. I used to get ready just to go to school, just to put on clothes and go and have a good time
That's what's
and
up.
do extracurricular activities.
What you
Yeah.
did? Like, what did you do? Like,
So middle school, I didn't really do too much. But I did like chorus, band, art club, drama club, all that. And then when I got in high school, that's when I cheered 4 years. Then I did tennis, I did
all
soccer.
right, hold on. Now I gotta hit my button real quick. All right, now here we go. Let me start with the chorus thing.
Uh-huh.
You can sing? I'm not gonna
I
ask you
can
to sing. I
I can
promise you, I'm not.
blend.
Okay, I'm not gonna put you on the spot.
I'm a blender. Like I can like, you put me with some other tenors or bass, I can
Hold the
carry the
note.
note with them. Yeah.
Gotcha. Everybody has some chorus that can't really sing, so they say I can hold a note.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can hold the note, dog. I used to be in Creative Impressions also too. Shout out to Trey.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Oh, shout out to you.
I was
Oh,
actually the youngest member of Creative Impressions.
shout
That's
out
when
to
Miss Evans
Trey,
was
man.
there.
Shout out to
Yeah,
you, man.
shout out to
Clap it up for
Trey.
y'all, man. That's what I'm talking about. You get some history in here, man.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about,
definitely.
man. All right,
Yeah,
now we ain't gonna skip past this now. 4 years of cheerleading. Like,
yeah.
was that different back then for you?
It definitely. It was
Not for
well.
you, but
It
just
wasn't
for
different. It was
society.
just. It was something new for really the city. Everybody was like, "Dang, Glen Hill's got boy cheerleaders," but it wasn't just me. It was like,
Oh, okay, it was a bunch of y'all.
yes, it was
A few
like
of y'all.
8 of us, man.
Oh, yeah, that was deep.
Yeah, we was real deep. We was really, really, really deep. And then we set the trend. Of course, Laney tried to go do it the same thing. Then Josie tried to go do the same thing. And them really only two that tried to get male cheerleaders. But man, we had the cheer game on lock. We had the cheer game all the way on lock. Like everybody knew about us everywhere we went.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
What? And I have to ask you now, like, when you came home, say, "Yo, pops, I'm a
Well, I
cheerleader."
tried to hide it for a little minute. For a little minute, I didn't want to tell him. I didn't want to tell her at first, so I tried to hide it. And they used to be like, "Man, what do you keep doing after school? You had to keep going to the games." So then finally, I think it was one of his homeboys or something had said something to him, and then he had asked me. He was like, "You at the school cheering?" I was like, yeah, just a little bit. He was like, oh, okay. And he just left it alone.
Yo, clap it
And
up for Pops.
he just said, oh, okay. And left it
Oh.
alone. And after that,
That was it.
yeah, that was it.
That's what's up. That's dope. Yo, your friends always talking too much, ain't it?
Yeah, that all the time. All the time. And I was like, who done told my dad this? I kept trying to narrow it down. Like, who done ran their mouth and told this man?
Now, what's funny is like you at Glen Hill, which is like we didn't have as many high schools at the time. I'm not trying to tell your age, but you got a 40-year birthday coming up anyway. So,
Right.
But you ain't got that many schools at the time. So in Glen Hill at that time, it's not like today per se where like everybody was going to the games. I mean, anybody could have told them.
Yeah, definitely. It could have been anybody.
Which is funny because as a kid, you trying to narrow it down.
Was supporting games and really going. So yeah, it used to be really packed. So anybody could have told them. But in my mind, I'm like, why would they even talk about this? Like, what is this to say to my?
What is it to say?
Yeah, man, that thing had to make me so doggone mad. But he ain't saying that. He ain't trip. So it really was like I was mad at first, but it was like a breath of fresh air. Like, whew,
I was
hiding this for no reason, and he didn't even care.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. That is dope. That's dope. All right, and you say you played tennis too. Tennis.
Yeah, I played tennis.
What was that like?
Coach Quirrells got arrested. So Coach Quirrells used to be like, I used to love Coach Quirrells. He was our PE teacher, and we were just sitting in there one day, and he was like, I got to get these people. These people keep telling me I need to get somebody on the tennis team. I was like, Coach Quirrell, I'll get some people to play for you. So I had just asked all the cheerleaders. I was like, hey, y'all, it's off season. Y'all want to play tennis? It was like, we ain't never played tennis. I was like, it's easy. We just go out there. Mind you, I never played tennis again in my life. So for me to tell somebody something easy, it was like that. But we went out there, like we was the sorriest tennis team ever, bro. We didn't win not one game. We didn't know what we was doing. Then when we got to play in like real schools like Greenbrier, Evans, you know what I'm saying? People that actually was trained for tennis, they was tearing us up.
That's funny.
They were tearing us up. So that was like a short-lived dream. I did that like I probably played like 3 games. And that was it. I was like, man, this is not for me. And tennis is a real life workout. I was like, nah.
Tennis is crazy. You gotta go back and forth. You gotta have arm strength.
Correct.
You gotta know how to stop on a dime. Like,
correct.
You gotta have
and
reaction
everybody
time.
know Coach Quirrells. Like Coach Quirrells was a heavy-set dude, dog.
Yeah.
Like, so he was more of a vocal teacher. He couldn't really get out there and show us like what to do. So we just had to go by what he said, dude. And clearly that wasn't working because we never won a game. we never won a match.
Yeah, I'm blaming y'all. Clap it up for
yeah, for real.
That's dope, man. So just talk about your time like at Glen Hills, and I like to walk down and stuff like that. But like, talk about your time at Glen Hills. Like, what class are you? And then like, what was that class like at Glen Hills?
2005.
Subscribe to the page, comment on the YouTube videos. If you want to see the videos in long form, you don't feel like waiting, you don't like the whole 1-part, 2-part, 3-part kind of thing, you can become a member. I got 3 tiers. I got silver, gold, and platinum. $5, $10, $20. If you become a member, you can watch the videos as soon as they drop. You don't have to wait. I'm not spoon feeding you. You don't have to wait. But you also don't have to pay. So you don't have to become a member. You can just wait. And the video will always still be free to you, the public. Once I drop all the clips, so if it's 16 clips to an episode, once I drop all 16 clips, the very next day, the episode will be free to everyone to watch it at that point. But if you can't wait, you really want to see, you want to support the page, support me, support the guest that's on the page and see their episode, whether it's a he or she or entity or whatever the case may be, you can go ahead and click the link that's in the description box, and it'll be a link that'll take you to where you can become a member. If you want to do from 1 episode, that's fine. A few episodes, that's fine. I don't mind. But that is how you can watch the video in long form. More Than Masters podcast, we out.